All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm here for
Kaiju number 8, episode 5. Last episode, we had some crazy things happen.
Yeah.
And also some changes of relationship dynamics and maybe some trust that wasn't there before.
Right.
Yeah.
Shinomiya just got saved by Kafka.
Yep.
And crew here. We had a really freaky kaiju that's humanoid looking, that's also masquerading amongst us.
Yes.
Among us.
And in the same position in society where you deal with cleaning up kaiju. So that's interesting.
So either like a person got, transformed or possessed or something like that.
Some crazy stuff.
Some crazy stuff. So that's just something we've got going on. But they went and necromanced all the kaiju in the training facility.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just
a thing they can do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really freaky. Hoshina getting kind of fully introduced here. Vice captain of Squad 3 or Division 3. Sorry, my bleach is showing there. But he kind of gave Shinomiya a little bit of like a scrutinizing, very,
Yeah, like did you really defeat the kaiju?
Yeah. But yeah, they're starting to see a pattern with him and Mina that, this seems very familiar to
there's something fishy going on.
Right. But Kafka's good. Shinomiya does not seem to have any reason to want to give up his secret.
Nope.
She's claiming also the kill. And we learned a little bit more about her backstory and why she would do all this stuff. Yep. So cool. I'm liking her character a lot more. I feel like she was introduced a little bit overly dramatically in a way to kind of be striking and stand out, and now it's like, oh, here's her nuance. Here's the full character here. Right? Very, very interested with that. But yeah, Kafka, you got away with it. So
this time
now, let's see how they respond to the fact that you kind of failed the training side of things too. So there's that too.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Fine. Because this test was a bust anyway. There was all kinds of issues here.
Yes.
But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. This is giving me big high Q energy.
Yep.
Oh.
Even though the story needs him to, succeed, please have it be that he was rejected. All this hopeful everything. I want the comedic drop.
They cut away, Jacob. That means he probably got in. All right, we're gonna actually meet the squad all together. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey. Yeah.
The old dude. Okay.
He's going to be the janitor.
Right.
27. Oh shoot, I didn't count.
Yeah, me neither.
See if there's 26 of them here,
Right.
Back at that point, you were still kind of a brat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're kidding. Wait. So
he did make it. He was just late. Oh,
failed.
Failed.
Okay.
But my personal recommendation of my personal recommendation of Hoshina.
Yep.
This is amazing.
Nice. Okay.
Yes, we're all very much not expecting things of you and expecting things of you.
Right.
Whoa.
Okay.
Increasing specifically over a very short period of time.
Wait.
It's so close.
He said that out loud.
Bro said it completely out loud. Yep. Oh, that's it? Yeah, she is. And he's gonna improve the morale of everybody.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. Right. Not just a zero. There it is. Eyes are open.
Yeah.
Ah, good guts, man. Yeah. Grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh, G-san. Yeah. Oh. Oh my God. Yes. Yep.
It more like shoved itself down my throat.
Yeah. The public place. You can kiss your life goodbye. Like,
Yeah.
the Defense Force. Uh-huh. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
So
shit.
the armor came from one of those kaiju.
Right.
I'll kill you myself. Yep. Good, yeah. Whew. So,
All right.
meanwhile, training.
Yep.
Nice. Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa, good eyes, man. I wonder if the reason why their potential comes out with just natural training, like not actually like anything intensive with their bodies adapting. Whoa. Whoa.
With the hair flip.
Is probably because of the fact that it's kaiju fibers. Yep, 1%. Ah! Right. The idea is that because they're treating this so lightly, they're able to find a competitive spirit within it, though they could be dying, tomorrow.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh my God! Yeah. The actual Giga Chad walks in.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Nice.
That's wonderful. We need more shenanigans like this when you have squads and stuff just hanging out. Talking about dumb shit.
Yeah.
Right. We haven't explained exactly like
Right,
why
like-
someone's aptitude is.
Is good, right? Because Shinomiya, she's just been practicing since she was a little kid.
Who's the actual groupie?
Yep.
Oh my God! Yes! Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's so wholesome, and yet he seems so rambunctious and chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. No. Stay here.
Feels like it turned into Grand Blue all of a sudden.
Right. More. Local grandpa gets bullied at the hot springs by high schoolers, you know?
Right.
Oh my gosh. Tactics.
Right, just because they made it in doesn't mean they're done with training.
I love the idea that they're playing like basically like a board game. Yeah. Tough it out. Oh my gosh.
So much food.
So much food, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The tiger can tell, kind of.
Right.
Late night.
Okay.
Hey, man, yeah, studying, that's good. Right, you have to find something that you can use as your...
Wow.
Good to know. Don't talk about the thing here.
Right, he's kind of telling him that.
Yeah. No. I just want to date her. Oh, is he...
Okay.
Yeah. Anything.
Okay.
Yeah, this might be a training drill, but it also could just be an actual mission.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see. Okay. All right. We got ourselves some more training.
Yep.
Everybody's upping their adaptability, their output percentages of the armor.
And as far as relative percentage increase.
Yes.
You know, Kafka, you've got them all beat.
Infinitely.
Yeah, you went from 0.01% to 1%. That's fantastic.
That's 10 times increase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it 0.01 or 0.1?
Well, I think it was 0.01.
Hey, you went up 100 times.
Yeah,
then.
That's fantastic. None of them were able to manage that.
No.
Yeah.
The part that's kind of the most exciting about this for me is the reveal about the Kaiju having been like the unique ones that they end up capturing or what have you, or taking down. They end up harvesting stuff from it to make special weapons. That is a nice kind of side exposition thing as to why it's so dangerous that Kafka, this information that you reveal, could not just be given out in a, we're going to, experiment on you and you won't be in the expedition force or what have you, but we could use you as a special weapon. It's like, no. We would harvest you for, a special weapon.
Maybe have you do some things before we harvest you.
Right.
Sure.
But eventually, they're just going to pick apart your cells and everything and probably make, a unique armor or a unique thing out of it. But the idea that she didn't say armor, meaning that there are other weapons that have not been revealed yet, that are other things that Kaiju have been made into. One, this is what humans do. We take things that we've defeated or we've conquered or what have you, and we, make it into our thing.
Yeah.
We are very very creative like that.
Yes.
And so it is terrifying to think of this is a world where they're killing the Kaiju, and it's are the humans losing? Or are they actually winning so well that they're taking in parts of the Kaiju and making themselves more like Kaiju?
Well, it's one of those things where I think they're establishing that basically both sides of the conflict are on like a mana curve, where the Kaiju are getting stronger and more frequent, but the humans are also harvesting stuff from the Kaiju, which will make them be able to deal with them better, right?
Right, so they're ramping up because of just the intensity of this fight and the fact that it hasn't been ended in a decent amount of time.
Arms race on both sides of the conflict. Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then we also got that bit, like, because that was a fun bit of exposition and sort of like, okay, set up to sort of just be slid in there. But then we also got the bit from Hoshina talking about how, oh yeah, all conversations in the dorms are audited.
Yeah.
And I don't think Kafka.
No, they haven't said anything. They went out to that restaurant to talk
No,
about
right.
it.
But I don't think Kafka clued in that's the oh shit. Okay, yeah. So I especially need to make sure that I don't say anything about that here.
Right, not to Ichikawa, when they're whispering or what have you.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
those things could be recorded.
Yeah,
and that's terrifying. Well, they are in a military, kind of compound here, but yeah. You are ultimately disposable weapons for the sake of Japan.
Yeah.
So make sure you don't forget that because people could die at any moment, any time, and you'd have to keep going.
Right.
So the idea that Kafka was brought in not because of his latent potential, but it's the vice captain basically saw. You know what? You just kind of bring up the mood. You just kind of make things a little bit better. And I'm going to bring you in as basically a little basic bitch cadet, and that's basically it.
Right. He can follow his hunch of okay, there was something weird with the kaiju thing that was on sensors that, I don't think the sensors were broken. And so I'm going to keep all the people that were theoretically in that area around. Right. And also, oh, hey, even if that turns up a dud, you're fun. You keep people from being, tense and all that stuff. Yeah, all right. Well, you'll be our little mascot,
Right.
That will probably end up dying at some point, but whatever.
That's another good point. The idea that they measure kaiju output and energy the same way that they measure kind of the armor stuff.
Sure.
There's a fun and interesting point to be made of how well are you kind of connecting with your Ava, in the classic mecha style, but because these are,
not gigantic
cyber suits, basically.
Yeah,
They're,
exactly.
Little nano machines or what have you, meshed with
kaiju fibers,
or something. There's still some things that have been set up in the world building of with the speed of thought, Shinomiya was able to divert the shield energy to protect her heart that one time.
Right.
Which there's no button command or what have you.
No, that's
a biological decision.
It's fully integrated into your nervous system so you can control it with your brain.
Right. But that means probably the reason why you end up getting more optimized to your armor to make your output and stuff better is you get more comfortable, more used to it, which makes sense. But also, you basically have more practice literally moving the fibers themselves in conjunction with your own body's movement.
That's a good point.
Because let's think about it this way. If you're running, right, and you're telling your arms, I'm going to move like this as I run here, the armor itself is meant to be able to take a punch or a hit from a kaiju and not make you die immediately.
Sure.
Right? It's also meant to divert the energy into your weapon and all that stuff.
Or at the very least, reinforce you enough to be able to jump, 40 feet or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Attack the ground. But those are all then being commanded into the armor subconsciously.
Yeah.
So if you're then able to not just act on a conscious level with it, but in a subconscious level with it.
Right.
You're basically, what is that in Pacific Rim? You're drifting. You're neural drifting or whatever. You're linking minds with this stuff. Yeah.
Right. And having it does feel very different fundamentally than what you would normally expect in some kind of kaiju type series where they're piloting a big mech and they're in some vat of liquid, right? And it's then it feels more like a some kind of mental remote control kind of a thing.
Right. Whereas this,
or actual physical control.
They're just wearing clothes.
Right. Where it's all the parts of their body need to basically synergize and and form
a bond.
Yeah, like a symbiotic bond almost
Right.
with the armor itself,
Yeah,
right?
you're putting on your Venom suit, basically.
Exactly.
Like,
And this doesn't have to be the specifics of how it works.
No.
But the nature of it implies something like that. And the fact that in this same show where we have the suits that the people use work in that way, we also have him having his much more actual Venom suit in that he,
he's
transforms
actually
into a kaiju.
possessed by a thing that dove into his body.
And he's not stuck as a kaiju like we were thinking back in episode 1.
Right.
It's a thing that he can, put on and take off,
showing that there is some
easily.
kind of symbiotic relationship with it. And it's being done at a subconscious level, not just a conscious level. Which is really freaky, because then that means the kaiju probably, inside him, probably wants it this way.
Sure. Yeah. No, and that makes sense because it's hey, we want to be able to blend in, right?
Right.
So,
but it hasn't made any demands yet. It hasn't made any shown any will of its own in a specific way.
Right, and that was part of almost the comedy of the premise of the show.
Right.
In that it's hey, his inner monster, that's totally dealt with
done.
and whatever. We're not even going through that arc. The villains will maybe have that arc, right? Right? As they
grapple with what it means to be human.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's something like that. But no, we're not doing that. But
it could happen later.
It could happen later, but even if that specifically doesn't happen, all the sort of supporting things
structures are there.
Right, that would make that conflict happen or make that conflict relevant in a different show are still here in this one.
Right.
So
why?
What
are we changing that out for?
Right.
But otherwise, we're starting to get to know the squad a little bit more. This is very necessary stuff. I don't consider this even remotely filler stuff, because if we're going to get to know any of them with any level of seriousness beyond their different hair colors and their different amount of muscles that they have, or different output numbers, we need to see them talk about their whys. We need to see them talk about their emotions, their feelings, and everything like that. And realizing how impactful one soldier can be in this world, where Mina is inspiring so many new recruits. And specifically people not just becoming recruits, but people that are young kids willing to give their lives away to basically become, soldiers here.
Right.
There's a very powerful subplot they could get into with that, in the idea of, we basically are, by bringing you into this job specifically, we're killing you.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. You won't live to see 20.
Yeah, we who are about to die salute you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And that was why Mina gave that speech in the way she did, is that it's you don't really realize the gravity of this situation because you're hopped up on propaganda and all
the fact that you actually
war
made
machine
the cut.
marketing and stuff that's going to get you excited about being awesome, badass super soldiers.
But we're all gonna die together.
But you all will be dead within 5 years, most likely. Maybe 2 of you survive.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 main characters.
Right. I'll try and be responsible with your deaths.
Right. She said that she would be the what was it? The shield and the spear, the one at the front, basically protecting and also being the sharpest point. And I like that for the kind of the simple on the surface stuff of her leadership style, but yeah, we still have more to get into with these characters. So let's see that in another episode. Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.